South side of Chicago, streets I used to live on, where the only black business is a funeral home, where the only black capital is a payday loan, where your granny's house is your whole family's home, where a 2-bedroom apartment will fit like 7 of us, where the police stop our fathers, then sever them from us, where the lights stay on, doors stay locked, blocks stay hot, bodies they drop for the pursuit of the dollar. Why? Spending money we could be saving in the name of looking fly. Another GoFundMe burial. Brown folks can't even afford to die because we living in student debt. No conservative checks. Lotteries be the only retirement nest. The banks place their bets. Ironic they never bet on us. In the hood, it's a shortage of trust funds. This ain't meant to be fun. Financial boulder on our shoulder weighing no less than 2 tons. I was 15 years old when I heard my grandmother scream out, "No, no, 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 Lord, no." Over the phone, she had just learned her younger brother was gone. He died, and his body was in Memphis. She was in Chicago. The morgue told her what the cheapest option would be to ship his remains. It was $1,000. She couldn't afford this, so she called out to multiple family members. None of them could afford it either. She was devastated. The idea that she had to leave her younger brother's body in a morgue clearly traumatized her even more than his death. And yet, this pain is not unique to my grandmother's story. In America alone, 4 out of 10 residents could not afford a $1,000 emergency if they needed to today. And according to a study from the University of Chicago, this number jumps to 6 out of 10 if you are black, and 8 out of 10 if you are a black millennial like myself. And so, when we understand these statistics, we begin to ask some questions like, so why are there 20% of black households who do not have a bank account? And beyond this, why would 43% of Americans store away their savings in cash somewhere in a secret place in their home? Of course, this begets more questions. We begin to ask, beyond this, what is wrong with the banks? Consider this. In 2011 and 2012, Bank of America and Wells Fargo paid out 2 of the largest settlements in U.S. history to the Department of Justice. Evidence showed that they were targeting minority borrowers for specific high-interest subprime loans. Court documents from the Wells Fargo case in particular are frightening. Testimony showed that Wells Fargo would pay out specific bonuses in the thousands of dollars for each referral to these high-interest subprime loans. One executive even admitted under oath that Wells Fargo, the company, would call them ghetto loans. And these are just 2 examples of racist lending and consumer banking practices. But the problem is systemic. JP Morgan, Citigroup, US Bank, as well as various other regional institutions have all been indicted and have all settled cases outside of court because of racist lending and consumer banking practices. And so you begin to quickly see that these systemic issues will not be solved by financial literacy alone. Because I think about the fact that even if I am financially literate, credit worthy, and delivering one of the best TED Talks you have ever heard, as a black man, I am still less likely to be considered and approved for a line of credit, a mortgage, insurance, or a business loan compared to my white friend with the same profile. I've spent the last 5 years of my life trying to solve this problem through technology and entrepreneurship. And what I've learned over these 5 years is that the financial services industry, as well as various other industries, are missing 2 fundamental things: culture and community. Through my venture, $1 Million Scholar, my co-founder and I have helped over 40,000 youth across the country, low income of all colors, races. Make higher education more affordable through an online platform. This continues today, but we went on to found BREAUX Capital, the first financial technology company combining an online software platform with an online and offline community for Black millennials. Our platform creates unique value for our customers by allowing them to automate their savings and combine this with simple methodology to increase their long-term wealth alongside their peers. With this technology, we're also helping them better understand what their financial health is right now. 12 years ago, a $1,000 emergency devastated my grandmother. I've never forgotten it. And in that memory, it forces me to imagine a world where everyone has the financial tools they need to be healthy. A world where we embrace financial wellness over financial literacy. In loving memory of my late grandmother, Katie Lee Wright, I invite you to join me in making this world a reality. Thank you.